And we're live. What is going on, everybody? My name is Nikki Smokes. I'm joined by Big Tone and Vic. How do I say your last name? Monty? Monty. Welcome back to Nikki Smoke Shop. This is where we give you guys winners, or we try to. I mean, Big Tone gave out winners. Me and Vic, we didn't really give out winners. I mean, I went 3-3, but Vic went 1-5. So before I make him take the walk of shame, I'm having a panic attack inside right now. You know, I was spoiled growing up. Like my mom, great cook. Dad, great cook.
Get to the game of the year, fucko. Get to it.
It's not that, dude. I made my own chicken breast in the oven, and I don't know if it was ready or not. Like I might die. I might shit myself. Like it was pink, but it wasn't pink. Like it was barely pink, but it was white at the same time.
Oh, you're fucked.
Yeah, no.
I don't know what to do.
No, we know. You can't be eating pink chicken. This is not.
You gotta dry it.
Pink. It wasn't pink. It was like white, and then like maybe on the outside it was a little pink, but the inside was white.
Yikes.
Am I gonna die?
You got a good chance.
Salmonella is no joke.
Honestly, like that shit's no joke is right. And also, all jokes aside, you got to wipe down the utensils and all, like the area. Like salmonella is that'll fucking light you up.
Fuck.
Will it take me out before the College Board on Saturday?
I don't know. It's too bad it didn't take you out before the fucking Bengals in Baltimore. What you got? We got to jump into it. You can call it what it is. You can say it's a low blow. A couple of things. For all of those people who think that Nikki Smokes isn't betting this, he texted Vic and I. This was a substantial bet for him. He sent it the fuck in. He lost, okay? Man. He was not very happy about this. I know he was a little laissez-faire, a little cavalier about, oh, fuck it, the Dolphins, blah, 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 blah. Nick, people are betting it. You know how I know? Because I fucking bet it, you cocksucker.
That's why it lost, you piece of shit. It wouldn't have lost if you didn't bet it.
Oh, I bet it.
There it is. I went fucking 5-1-1 in our official.
No, you're right. You were the sharp of the week. I'm the mush. Actually, Vic is Captain Mush, but I'm right up there. Vic, Vic. I thought you were going to be the sharpest knife in the butchery.
Listen.
No, Vic. Don't let him off the hook, Vic. Don't let him off the hook.
I didn't give my game of the year.
All right. Let me address my game of the year.
Week two with a beat up Joe Burrow against the Falcons. Don't do it. Against the Baltimore team that people, listen, when you said it last week, shame on me. I didn't say anything to where I didn't love the pick, didn't like the pick. The Bengals are in a lot more trouble now than I think we ever thought they were. It was tough to put your dick out there.
So am I going to talk about the game of the year? Or are you just going to fucking throw down the Ravens' dick down my throat? They already did that, Tone.
Fair enough. Listen, all I'm saying is just act like.
Oh my God! The boys bet it, and to everyone that failed me, I owe you an apology. I didn't bet the game to be a fucking loser. I bet the game to be a winner. And when you bet it on Tuesday, and I see 70% of the public's on the Ravens after the Bengals get blown out, I'm betting the Bengals. And then by the time kickoff started, it fucking flipped, and the public was on the Bengals, and I knew I was fucked. I was a loser. I was an absolute loser. And to everyone that tailed me, I apologize. It ruined my fucking day. I was numb watching the 4 o'clock games. I didn't move from the 4 o'clock kickoff to halftime. And then I couldn't even watch football anymore because I threw in a suicide parlay that lost, but I'm not going to mention that. And then I said, fuck that. I went on a walk. I called my mom and I said, I need to make better life decisions. And she asked me, are you gambling again? But I said, no. I blamed it on drinking. I said I'm partying too much. So I used the other loop around.
That'll definitely comfort her as well.
Oh.
So
you're drinking too much. You're making bad decisions. So yeah, of course it's the drinking. If you were sober, you would have nailed everything.
Call Uncle Vic. Don't call Uncle Vic.
No, but my mom's an OG.
I went 0-3 yesterday. I went 1-5. 0-3 last week. I went 1-5, including my gun to the head place. I was fucking embarrassed. I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror. No, I literally tortured myself all week. I wore the sneakers that are too small around so my feet hurt. I fucking ate the shittiest foods I could find. I went to the store. I picked up 2 steaks. One was beautiful, dry aged. One was manager's special. The inside was fucking brown. I ate the brown steak.
I can't even believe you can afford the steak.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's not a matter of affording it. It's a matter of you have to torture yourself. I didn't deserve good steak. How am I going to go 0-3 on official picks and sit back and eat good steaks? I'm brushing my teeth. I'm embarrassed at the man I was fucking looking at. But what do? Cry about it? Do I call my mother? I did. But I just bitch about other things. No, but you know what I did? I sharpened my fucking pencil. I put in extra hours. I put in extra work, and I'm ready to go right back to war. Because the only gamblers that lose are quitters. Don't be a quitter.
That's fair.
Last time I brought out the butter knife.
Fuck that knife. It's too dull.
This is a steak knife, bitch. This thing will fucking cut right through your neck.
Now we're
guns
talking.
blazing.
Listen, it was a bad week. You know what's funny? I always historically do shitty in September. It's almost like the game Sunday night, Patriots Dolphins. No offense, it looked too easy for the Dolphins, and I feel like if that was in November, you would get fucked. I mean, that's how I feel.
That's what you get. You come on my show, you bet against my team, you get fucking pummeled. Comb your hair, take care. That's what it is. You don't come on this show and fade the Dolphins. It's bad luck. You can't do it. You're cooked. You're stuck with me. You guys are your third-party Dolphin fans for the year. I'm sorry. It is what it is. But no, the Patriots were the sharp side, but it hasn't been wise to be a wise guy the first 2 weeks. Guys like Big Tone are going 5-1. Like, there's nothing you can do about it.
Easy. The majority of that shit is just because I'm smarter than you. But the other reason is touchdown plays. But the other thing is, too, is you guys can't have it both ways. Didn't you both bet Jacksonville?
No, I didn't bet Jacksonville.
Yeah, I was on Jaguar. Yeah.
That was a gun to the head.
Gun to head. All right. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah.
I
went 3-3 officially. What did I have? I had Bengals, fucking loser. I actually hope their team plane crashes. Not actually, but like that's how I felt on Sunday. Falcons first half. I had them plus a half, and this motherfucking kicker misses the extra point as time expires. I hope you get celiacis or whatever the fuck I'm about to get from the chicken. I took the Texans, probably the worst bet I ever made in my life. Steelers, I upgraded to a play of the 364 days outright winner. Titans plus 3, and the teaser cash by half a point. So went 3-3. Made 0.5 units, and I lost the game of the year. So, yeah, I lost the game of the year, but I'm still a dog.
The Bengals win. Tough. Everyone's jerking you off.
Yeah, if Bengals win, you're jerking me. I'm calling my side piece. She's jerking me. Yeah. You're jerking at the same time. It would have been great. It would have been a great orgy.
That's what it could do, though. That's what it could do. One game and the whole outlook changes on who could have.
But before we transition into why we all came here, we're talking about orgies, and like something just popped in my head.
Oh man!
You sent that picture of that guy, the Bears DC, who might get arrested for child pornography.
Oh yeah.
And I said that guy eats hairy pussy. And you come back and you tell me that's the norm. That makes me sick.
Tone, I didn't say that's the norm.
No, Tone. Tone had nothing to do with this.
You're right.
This was strictly a Vic and Nikki conversation.
You know how I like to bring up the 90s. I just said in the 90s, everybody had bushes. But that was more like an 80s thing. That's what like the people that are a little older than me, that's what they that's what they would say. My generation, it was Brazilian wax from day one.
I know I look like I'm 54. I'm 37. All right. So I was right on the cusp of you played outside, technology came, and waxes were happening. Brazilian waxes were a thing. Like the MTV Spring Break. That was what I grew up on. Okay. So everyone
You're not that old, Nick. How old do you think I am? I'm 44. I'm 43, going on 44. You made it like I was 60.
No, I mean, dude, the 90s and 80s, I mean, that sounds like your era.
The 90s football is the greatest era of football. We'll talk about that.
I got something to talk about. Let's talk about football. Let's talk about football.
Let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready to go to war here. I am. I'm ready.
My inside.
Right, we got to start. We got to start with the gun to your head plays.
Yeah.
Now the Bengals made me want to put a gun to my head last week. and they're dead to me. So we're just going to move on. More games, more guns to the head. First one I got, Thursday night football. Your New York football Giants on the road against the San Francisco 49ers. Big Tone, I could see your boner popping out from here. I'll let you go first.
I'm excited. It's a big number. It's 10 points. It should be 14 points with no Saquon Barkley. San Fran is quite possibly, I think it could still, I think everyone, you might not, but I think San Fran, a good majority of the country would say they're the best team in the country.
The Dolphins are one. But
you still have the Dolphins. You still have the Cowboys who looked really good against a really good Jets defense this week. The Niners are so well-rounded. This number, to me, I was expecting 2 touchdowns. I really was. With no Barkley after the first week, you were down 20 to Arizona. Sure, a great comeback. I was pumped. We had it at plus 800, plus 900. I was pumped about it. I'm taking the Giants, and I'm taking the points. I love road teams this week. This could be a week I get smacked right in my face again, but I'm taking the points. I think Dable figured it out second half of that game. He said, give me the fucking playbook back, asshole, and let me turn this thing up. And that's what happened. 49ers, much better team than the Giants. I don't fault anyone who's going to take them. But for me, gun to head, I'm taking the Giants, getting the points. Not saying they're going to win, but I'll take the points.
Vic, moment of truth here. I mean, you're the one preaching, don't bet with your heart, bet with your brain. What's your brain telling you this week?
First, let me give you a little story. Because you can't have 49ers Giants prime time without talking about 1989-90 season. It changes the history of football. You're going to learn right now if you don't know already. 1989 Monday Night Football, both teams 11-1, right? 49ers Giants, best Monday Night Football game ever. 49ers win 7-3. 7-3, defensive battle. They went on later that year to meet in the NFC Championship game. Shout out my boy Lewis. He knows what I'm going to say now.
Louis!
Lennon Marshall put a hit on Joe Montana. He broke his spine, broke his back. He was out for a year and a half. In comes Steve Young. In comes a Hall of Fame quarterback that waited his turn, kind of like Aaron Rodgers did. And the history of the 49ers was changed forever. Montana to Brady to go back then, not anymore. But to Brady, Montana, that's it. He wasn't the quarterback. He never played for the Niners again, went on to the Chiefs. So that was an unbelievable year. That's history right there.
So like you mentioned, that was back then. You can't talk about that without the Giants Niners. What does that have to do with this Thursday?
Nothing.
Okay.
Zero. But how are you going to – they're on prime time. So the first thing my brain thinks is that great 7-3 game, John Taylor touchdown, and then the fucking classic NFC Championship game that ended Montana's career. But
if Brock Purdy breaks his spine, Vic, it is all on you this week.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, no, I mean, listen, it was a look up the hit. If you
did it with Rodgers in your Testaverde story, and you're doing it again.
True. I know. All right, let me stop. But it was a great
history. No, I enjoy the history.
I mean, it was a great watch. The hit,
also,
Marshall.
I got another question. Are you sponsored by fucking Polo every goddamn week?
Dude, I was gonna wear Polo just to fucking like mimic him.
I love it. They're the best shirts. They hide a big gut very well. Just saying. Hide a gut very well.
What's the play, Vic? What's the play here?
Listen, I gotta lay the 10 points. I hate laying the points. I would have liked to have seen Vegas blink a little bit and maybe drop it. 9, 8.5, that this way we know what's going on, but they're leaving it at 10. I don't know. I think people are there's a lot of big dogs, but the way I look at it is Giants didn't even travel home. I think they stayed out on the West Coast, so you don't get your masseuses, you don't get everything you used to. You've been hung out on the road now for 2 weeks, and now they had to really lay it all out to beat Arizona last week. They found themselves down big the first 2 weeks.
Hold on, Tone.
Go.
You said last week you didn't care if teams traveled to the West fucking Coast. Now you're worried about not getting a rub down?
I was like saying Bruce. He's acting like everyone's Deshaun Watson.
Not to crisscross. They stayed out west. That's like insane. They do traveling hotels.
I just can't get over the masseuse comment. Out of everything you could have used, you tell me these guys aren't getting their masseuse.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I figured they will. I mean, he's probably traveling with them, but I don't know. That's what I think because I saw Deshaun Watson, so I think masseuse right.
Fair. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
That
guy needs a rub and tug because he sucks.
No,
I'm a good listener.
I'm just saying, to me, I don't even think Barkley's a big loss to him because I think Breida, I think he's not even that bad. I feel like he'll do just Barkley hasn't really done much. But I don't know. I think I'm just going to lay the 10 points because honestly, the Giants 2 weeks in a row found themselves down big. And if they go down big to San Francisco, this isn't fucking Arizona. Like, they're pretty much done. So, the public saw them come back last week. That's in people's mind. But for me, I can't do that. Not the bad, like the scheduling with the short week. I just can't do it. San Fran looks too good. And Giants, they just been getting blown out, even though they came back. So I'm going to lay the 10-9 is. What do you got, Nick?
When a fish is born, they go to fish school. They go with 100 fishes. Maybe it's just a Nemo. I don't know if that's true or not.
Great,
but I think it's true. And I'd be a piece of shit if I let Tony swim by himself on this one. I'm a diehard fan. You don't bet against your fucking team ever, and you're doing it. And I don't stand for that. So out of principle, I'm riding with Big Tone and the Giants here. Saquon Barkley, Saquon Sharkley. I don't give a flying fuck. The Giants were never going to run the ball on this team, and this might be one of those picks where you pick them and you get to the end of the first quarter and you go, I'm a fucking idiot. But you know what? At least I rode with my fucking boy Tone.
And I appreciate
Giants plus 10. I don't care about the defense and CMC and Kyle Shanahan. Fuck them. Giants plus 10.
I love it. And listen, if we're going to beat this team, we're going to have to throw the ball because that D-line is coming against an offensive line that's suspect as hell, obviously. Daniel Jones ran the ball well. I know Saquon's lost. We threw the ball to a lot of different guys last week. It's a lot of points, and it's still the NFL. I'm taking the Giants. It's a homer pick, but I don't care. And it seems a little fucking rat to me. I'm not going to lie to you.
Why do we even put the Giants in the show? He's never going to go against
him. Thursday Night Football.
It's like Tone he gets 120 seconds to stroke his team every week.
All right. Next game we got is Chargers-Vikings. Both of these teams are 0-2. In my opinion, the Vikings are the best 0-2 team in football. And I'm spoiler alert. This is an official play for me. I'm taking the Vikings at home. The Chargers stink. That secondary is dog water. Kirk Cousins at home in a 1:00 game. I mean, what more do you need? He is literally the greatest 1:00 quarterback I've ever seen in my entire life. You could keep Tom Brady. You could keep Joe Montana. Fuck, you could have Dan Marino. Kirk Cousins at 1:00. I'm taking him over all of them. Vikings roll in this game. Vikings official play. Money line.
Can I jump in?
Yeah, go ahead.
He said, because I hate to go against Nick. I love Nick. But he just said that the 49ers are the Vikings are the best 0-2 team. Did you just say that?
Yeah, he did.
Here's where I disagree. I think actually the Chargers are better. The Chargers, I do. Let me explain. Let's see if Tone says I'm right. Chargers are averaging 29 points a game. That's nice and juicy. They have 0 turnovers, right? They lost 3 points to Tennessee. They lost 2 points to a great Miami Dolphin team, right? So right there, and oh, by the way, they had a lead in both games, and that's the problem with Staley. He has a hard time closing games out. But the Vikings, okay, they're 0-2, whatever. But right, 6 lost fumbles. The Vikings, 4 of those fumbles inside the 25-yard line. That's just awful. They are mistake prone. So and the loss to the Eagles, we cashed that game. I cashed it plus 6.5. They had no right even being in that game. They were dominated the whole game. So I feel like the Chargers are a better team. I'm getting 1.5. I'm taking the Chargers plus 1.5.
They suck.
So I think there's a case for both of them, right, to be the better 0-2 squad. For me, the Chargers played better teams, right? I think the Chargers. You have Miami, you have the Titans. I know not everybody's a believer in the Titans quite like I am, but I think those are 2 good teams. The problem with the Chargers is everything you just said. They got a head coach who's supposed to be a defensive guy, and all they do is get their dick smoked every week. I don't think these are either of the best 0-2 teams. I still think it's the Patriots. I think the Patriots played Philly, played Miami, had really tough games against them, and I think they're starting to kind of figure some things out on offense. I think they have more weapons than we actually believe. They're going to be able to run the ball better. They got Adams. They're throwing to Bourne. They got Henry in the mix. And we saw some throws that Mac made, anticipation-type throws, to where I kind of like the Patriots a little bit better than both of those teams, just because I feel like they can stop someone. Fucking your boy Brian Flores is that his name, Brian Flores?
Yeah, that's his name.
He hasn't done dick.
He's done a lot, bro. When the offense has 6 turnovers in 2 weeks, you can't put that on the defense.
Fair enough. But I just, at the same time, Chargers, them, I don't know. I think there's too big a holes for them. Gun to head for me in this game, I'm going to take the Chargers. I think they got too much firepower.
Let's go home, baby. Maybe we send a little extra on the group.
I might even make that my play of the week. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how everything shapes up.
Why don't you take it easy on your fucking top plays over there, Junior? Okay? Why don't you reel it in on those?
I know. I'm lucky to be up half a unit right now. Anyway,
the fucking number. Let's work it out.
Right, whatever. Next game, we got Saints at Packers. The line is -2. Packers are a home favorite. Tone, I'll start with you.
So I don't know. Vic dropped some information that Jones might be hurt for this game. I'm on this division. I love Atlanta. I love New Orleans. I think New Orleans defense is super real. Very, very good. And we've been talking about it. Touchdown, Tony, touchdown. I bet Michael Thomas the first 2 weeks. We're going back to him. They are making this guy part of the offense. And let me tell you a little something. Some of these throws that look so bad were not all on Carr. Some of those guys are running bad routes. The depth's off. This is shit that will get better because Carr will make sure it's better. That defense is already there. They've already worked together. They're good. This offense is going to get better each and every week. This New Orleans team, to me, is going to be one of those teams that I think is going to be a covering machine this year. I'm on New Orleans. Fuck this Packers hype. I beat the Packers' ass last week with Atlanta, and I'm going to do it again. Going to their place, I'm going to take New Orleans as an official pick and gun to head. This line may flip, though, based on injury, so get it at the number you like. I'm on the Saints.
Mr. Monty.
This is terrible. I'm
taking the Packers.
We're not even watching the same thing. It's like I'm fucking making an official play to Packers. I'm going to lay the money line 130. It's what I saw it at last night. To me,
you would.
To me, the Saints are just like, they're not that good. Like, they're getting fat off that Monday night win. They beat a rookie quarterback. Now they're going back-to-back on the road. Packers opening day at Lambeau, which is always a big thing there. And they got no Kamara, no Jamal Williams. They're down to their third-string back. He looked actually all right in the game. But also, Packers, they've looked pretty good. They blew a 12-point lead last week, so I think they got a lot to work on. They should be motivated after blowing that lead on defense and playing better, so I like that. And I love what LaFleur's done with Love. Love looks good. He looks cool, calm, and collective. And he's got 6 touchdowns and no picks. They might get Aaron Jones back. They might get Christian Watson back and the left tackle. So I think the Packers home opener with the Saints going back-to-back on the road right now, off a short week, Monday night, getting fat, beating a rookie quarterback and basically a shitty team. I'm going with the Packers. Saints, I mean, if it wasn't for those 2 long passes Carr hit, I don't know how much offense or even if they win the game. And those long passes look kind of lucky. I mean, I don't know. I had money on the Saints. But, yeah, I'm playing the money line 130 Packers. That's an official play for me.
I like that. Sorry, Tone. I swam with you with the Giants, but I'm going Packers here as well.
Fair enough.
The Saints, I'm not sold on them. They squeaked by Tennessee. Yes, I mean, they dominated that whole game against Carolina. Carolina had no business with that backdoor cover, but they got the cover. The Panthers' offensive line is one of the worst in the league. Bryce Young was so lost out there, he lined up behind his right guard to take a snap.
Sure did.
That kid had no idea what the fuck was going on.
Yep.
This Packers team's different. They got one of the best offensive lines in the league. And to Vic's point, Jordan Love looks cool, calm, collected. I think they got a huge mismatch in the coaching department. I think he's one of the best coaches in the NFL. Green Bay at home. I'll go with Vic. I don't like the -2. Fuck all that bullshit. I'd rather take a money line -135. Now, I have a wild card game for you guys. And it's because I kind of like this game, and I want to see where your head's at, so I know if I'm on the right track or not. We got the Atlanta Falcons headed over to Detroit. Line's 3 now. It was 3.5. I'm going to start with Vic here.
I have personally taken it in the ass so many times betting against the Lions at home. I'm puckering my ass cheeks. I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not going against the Lions at home. I mean, it's a gun-to-head game. You're telling me to make a pick. I'm not going to get burnt. I mean, I don't even like the Falcon team.
There's a gun to your fucking head, Vic. You don't have a choice.
I know. That's what I'm telling you. I got to take the Lions. I've gotten burnt so many times going against them at home that I just don't do it anymore. It doesn't even if you told me to score, I'm still going to say Lions at home. Lions at home. I just don't go against the Lions at home. I think they really let one slip away. I think Seattle just has their number. You know, it's been 3 years now. They've just pissed on them. So I'm just going to go with Detroit at home to get back on track if I had to play that game, which I probably
Tony touchdown, Tony. Tony.
This Falcons team has showed they just hang around. And this Lions team has showed that they let teams hang around. I'm on the fucking Falcons. And touchdown, Tony, touchdown. We were talking to you about Michael Thomas getting a touchdown. He's going to get a touchdown this week. By the way, Vic, you bet on him this week.
I'm going to do it.
Isn't it infuriating watching some of these throws that Carr makes to him where you're like, dude, that should be 7 touchdowns? Like,
this is Carr.
It is Carr.
I like the guy, but
you're right. I like the Falcons here because I think they just have showed they stay in the football game. And you want to talk about one of the best decoys in football? It must be Pitts because they have a tough time getting this guy the football in the red zone. Everything's going to Drake London. They got a lot. Ritter didn't look great in the red zone last week. I will say that. But I'm on the Falcons, and I'm on Pitts to score a touchdown this week. I can't give you the lines yet. They're just not out yet. But Michael Pitts, he's scoring a touchdown. Falcons, I might take the Falcons outright too. But I'm going to take the number at this point. I'll let you know.
Tom's point. The Falcons are like my ball sack. They just hang around all day. And I love the Falcons in this spot. I think Arthur Smith has done an amazing job with that football team. That defense is on another level. I mean, they closed out a game at home.
They were down 12.
It's changing. They don't win games at home. They blow games at home.
Yep.
This team is changing. And if they had a quarterback, I'd pick them to win. I would pick them to win the division outright. But Bijan Robinson is a dog. Drake London's great, and the defense is good. I think I don't know what the total is, but I might just blindly bet the over. I don't care if it's 73.5 points. This game might fly over. Whoever has the ball last wins. But I think the Falcons have a better defense, and I think they'll make one more stop than the Lions do. So taking the Falcons with the points.
46.
See, that's not a good sign.
Seems low.
Yeah, it might be like a 2017 game now.
To your point, Arthur Smith is the fucking man. He coaches his balls off. He does.
I like him a lot.
Vic,
all right, boys.
Vic was talking a lot about 80s hairy pussy. That guy looks like an 80s porn star with that. He does. But
that guy's definitely had a few pubes between his teeth.
He coached his dick off, though, the last couple of weeks. You got to give it to him.
Nah, he's good.
All right, boys. It's that time of the show. Lock in. Get your mind right. Sip your water. Smoke your joint. It's showtime. There's no more games. These are the official plays. So get your mind right.
Just want to say really quick that I am giving out my game of the month. This is the best play I've seen all month.
The body's not even fucking cold yet, Vic. Our guy just lost the game of the year. He got fucking fleeced online. And then he does a game of 364. You're coming over here with a game of the month now?
Grab the coattail. I'll carry us right over the line.
You better fucking win. You better win or we're fucking doomed.
This is a game I like. It checks my list.
I would hope so.
I mean, you might as well just drop it now, Big Vic. Your dick's on the table. Let it hang.
No. Let's wait on it. Let's wait on it.
No. You can't. I'm breaking your balls. You can't do that. What's your game of the month? Stick to your gut. I'm gonna bet it.
Well, right now,
I'm gonna bet it too.
All right. So listen, my game of the month is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers plus 5.5. Okay. Now remember, you love it.
I love it.
It's Monday Night Home Dog. But listen, let's explain it. Let's explain it. So Tampa Bay. Just the last 2 years, right? We were like, Tampa Bay was what? Like late in the year, plus 300 to win the Super Bowl. They were like a Super Bowl contender, right? Nothing much has really changed. other than quarterback and Brady, right? Brady's got the fucking experience.
Pretty big cage.
He's got the rings, right? He's got the supermodel wife. He's got a big fucking cock. Brady has everything, right? But what he doesn't have is the mobility that Baker Mayfield has. He doesn't have, even though Mayfield's not like a track star, he doesn't have they can't use the same playbook. It's a different playbook with Baker Mayfield in there. So even though they were Super Bowl contenders last year, they're kind of like getting pissed on this year. And they actually might be better with Baker Mayfield. Okay? They might be better with Baker Mayfield.
No, you don't come on this show and speak of that blasphemy.
Yes.
The Bucs are not better with Baker Mayfield than they are with Tom Brady.
Tom Brady got off a goddamn bus and won a Super Bowl.
They won a Super Bowl.
Fuck it.
Listen, he got old and he got fucking lucky in a way with that Tampa team. He was like the way Manning won his Super Bowl with Denver. He won it. He wasn't even on the top of his game. Okay, Mayfield could do more. So if they were, and listen, I'm not saying he's better than Brady career-wise, but I'm saying I might take a Baker Mayfield motivated as fuck. McVay motivated this guy last year. He was almost out of the league. He was almost fucking like a forgotten thought. Now he's a starter on a team that 2 years ago, the last 2 years, we've been talking, Super Bowl, right? The deep playoff runs. How much different is a young Mayfield than an old fucking Brady? I don't know. We'll see as the season goes on, but I'm getting 5.5 points. The Philadelphia have been saying that on the show.
He finished second in MVP voting.
I know. But also there's media people in there that suck his balls. Do you know that he had a locker? No, he had a locker next to his locker that you can just go and drop shit off, okay? Now, you can drop it off for your son. You can drop shit off to sell on eBay, to sell on the street. So he was making people money. People loved him. They're not going to piss on him, the media, who votes for the MVPs. I'm just saying, a young Mayfield on this team, they're a good team with Brady there. They're still as good with him. We're getting 5.5. The Eagles Super Bowl is real. There's film on Hurts right now. Their yards per play is down. It's a Monday under the lights. I think Mayfield comes and plays a big game. I think the defense plays big. I think we covered a number. And I'm making that my fucking game of the month.
Whoever your plug is, you need to get me in contact with him because that is some good shit you are smoking.
Jersey.
Doesn't surprise me.
Listen, it is what it is.
Right, but I'm telling you, game of the month, Bucs. I'm telling it. I'm in.
I mean, listen, he's a young Mayfield. Is probably
I can't take any more Baker Mayfield dick sucking. I can't do it, Vic. You're killing me.
I don't even like the guy, really. Like, I thought his commercials were good. It was great in Oklahoma, but like, I just feel like a young Mayfield is getting right now. We're getting value because they're just estimating him. He's probably going to win comeback player of the year.
All right, I like it. I'm in. Bucs plus 5.5. Me and Tone are there with you. Yeah. I love the Buffalo Bills this week. And I don't say that a lot because I hate the Buffalo Bills, and I'm going to Buffalo next week. But I think the Commanders are the worst 2-0 team in football. I mean, they squeaked past Arizona. That team sucks. Vic burned me on that one. I don't know why I tailed him on that play. That was Captain Mush Insano at its finest. That was a mushapotamus play of the year, and I tailed it. They suck. I know they beat Denver as an underdog, but Denver sucks too. The Bills are a different beast. Josh Allen bullies shitty teams. I know they're 2-0. I'm not bought in. I think the Bills roll them. I'll lay the 6.5.
For me, so I like the Bills here too, and it's not because I think the Commander. I think Washington's real, but I think that was a wake up spot last week for the Bills. They're going to go travel to a tough defense, and they're going to have to do it again. They got kind of embarrassed, opening up against the Jets. They got it back. That first drive, they're down 7-0. I think the whole world was like, what the fuck is going on with the Bills? They end up turning it around. They go and do a bunch of good work in the rest of that game. I think it's going to translate into this Washington game. Washington, who I do think is better, is also going to have a little comeback down moment here, okay? You got away with one, I think, last week against Denver, the Hail Mary and all that kind of shit. I know it happened, but they have a really good defense. Howell looks good. I just think this Bills team is going to be too much firepower on the offensive end. I think their offense is ultimately going to be better than what the Washington's offense is going to be able to do against the Bills D. I'm going to take the 6.5 if it's got to stay there for me. But I think Washington, to me, is not the worst 2-0 team. I still think it's the Bucs. Even though I like the Bucs this week, there's just I gotta see.
You don't believe in Baker? You don't think he's better than Tom Brady?
So here's the thing. This is why this is funny. I'm like a Baker and Danny Dimes. Like, I support these guys way too much. I love them. I love them both. Baker's a great story. He's not even starting in high school, Texas Tech or Texas A&M, wherever he walks on, then goes to Oklahoma. He's always just got it done wherever he goes.
Grabbed his dick and fucking to the sideline again. I mean, come on.
I like this spot. Philly's looked good, but Philly's let teams hang around. Philly hasn't been too dominant. As good as they've been, they run the ball well. That's scary. I know we're talking about the Bills game. I just like what the Bills did. I'm taking the Bills over Washington 6.5, and that's going to be an official play of mine as well.
Woo! Woo! Vic, your help. What's the next play?
Taking the Commanders plus 6.5.
No
bias here, even though they fucked me.
Fuck that guy.
He just doesn't get it.
He just doesn't fucking get it.
Doesn't get it.
He just doesn't fucking get it.
He probably thinks he just has power out. There he is.
Because week one, Cone's like, I don't give a fuck. Nobody's making me change my bet. What do you want me to do? Dick ride and not be me and not say what I like?
Honestly, you're 1-5. It's actually a blessing that you just
that's what I'm saying. You should be happy. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just listen. The Bills, to me, I've watched them a lot. This Allen, he gets very frustrated very fast. He starts chucking the ball up. I think they got more problems than we lead on to believe. I think just because they kicked the shit out of a weak opponent last week, now we're all like, oh, Buffalo's back. Everything's good. Let's go continue to ride them. It's the opposite. Now, I watched every snap of that Commander game last week because I actually took them very small live. Just because Denver fucking literally sucks, and you could sense they were letting them back in. It was like 21-3 going into half, and it looked like it should have been 1,000,000 to 3. So the way I look at it, Washington, their front line is just incredible. And now Chase Young is actually back. He wasn't even with them. He's back. He played good game last week. He's getting into shape. So I just think they're going to frustrate Allen. I think he's got more turnovers than anybody since he came into the league. I might be wrong, but I think I read that.
He does. Since 2018, he's got the most turnovers.
Yeah, listen, this line's going to cause him to cough the ball up. And with 6.5, they're begging you to take the Bills. So Sam Howell, looks like I liked him in the preseason. He fucked me in week 1, but he looked good last week. I'm not going to lie. He made a lot of nice throws. They got some good receivers, good running game. They're well fucking coached. I mean, Bieniemy, Del Rio and Riverboat Ron is a good trio, and they'll just keep getting better. I'm going to grab the 6.5, take the Commanders.
It does make me nervous that Washington can put pressure on you, and Josh Allen has shown that he still fucking spazzes, and he doesn't slide, and he jumps away from the marker and shit like that. But I still think the Bills get it done, Vic. I'm taking Washington now.
All right, so I already gave out the oh, that's bad if I can't remember it.
New Orleans.
I already gave out the Vikings. Gave out the Vikings. So my next bet, this might be my favorite play of.
Guys, just say you like the game. It doesn't have to be. You don't have to.
No. This is my favorite play of the week of September 20th.
I like that.
They don't play the game.
I'm taking the Pats under 37. I don't think anyone's going to score in this game. It might be a 3-0 game, 0-0 tie.
Yeah.
Pats defense, good. Zach Wilson, dog shit. Bill has the Jets number. Zach Wilson is a certified, bona fide bum. No disrespect to him as a person, but him as a quarterback, he fucking sucks. And he's got no answer. You take away that touchdown pass to Garrett Wilson, I think he had 102 yards and 3 interceptions. Yeah. And now you're going to play Bill Belichick? Good luck, pal. The Pats played the Dolphins pretty well. I know the Dolphins controlled the game, but I don't think the Patriots are as bad as I talk shit about them after a win. I'm going to even add Patriots money line in there. I don't give a fuck. I think the Pats win and this game flies under. If the Jets scored more than 10 points, I'll buy Vic his next pre-roll joint.
Holding you up on that. I didn't care you got cracked up.
I think that's a good play. That's anytime the number seems too high, I always take the over. Anytime the number seems too low, I like the under. But to your point, I've already talked about the Patriots enough, but I like the Patriots in that game. For me, I already told you guys I'm taking the Falcons. I'll let you know if I take the money line, but I'll take that at the 3.5 or the +4, whatever it's going to be. I already told you I'm on New Orleans over Green Bay. I already told you I'm taking the Bills. I am taking the Titans over the Browns. I told you I love road teams this week. The Titans, to me, and this is another scary one, okay? Ryan Tannehill looks really bad at times. Really, really, really bad. But so did Watson last week, and I've been saying it for a while. I think Vrabel's one of the better coaches in the league. I think they walk in there at 1 o'clock and they smack them in the face. I think this is Tennessee, and I think Tennessee wins outright.
Wow. I kind of like the under in that game, too. That could be an official play by Sunday.
What was that, 40, 41?
Crazy stat. The Browns haven't let anyone run one play in the red zone.
It is crazy stat.
Good.
Wow.
Their defense is good. To your point on the under with the Jets, everyone loves to say Zach Wilson sucks. Mac Jones fucking sucks. Yeah, I mean, he is fucking bad. I think he has one touchdown or something, like when his team allows under. I don't know. It was some wild stat, but he's like worse in the league in almost every statistical category, especially in the clutch. I don't know. I don't know if he's the answer for them. I don't know if he's going to be able to put up points either against the Jets. So I think I like that under. That's definitely a pretty good play. And with those two quarterbacks, conservative game plan, I like it. But I have only really one more play. If you want it now, I'll give it to you now.
Yeah, I don't have any more plays.
I have one more. I have the Colts plus 7.5 over the Rams. This line came down from 9. It was up to 9.5. This is a sandwich game for the Ravens. Something I always look for now that we got a few weeks in. They played the Bengals, big division game. Now they get in the Colts, and they have the Browns next week, and all that comes with that. So I think there's a shot they overlook the Colts. And for the Colts, I don't even mind if it's I don't mind if it's Richardson or Mayfield. If it's Richardson, we're going to get a whole dynamic, right? We're running the ball. If it's Minshew, we're going to get someone who's probably a little more conservative, won't turn the ball over. But the best part of not knowing what's going on with the concussion with Richardson is they don't really know how to game plan this, because these are two totally opposite quarterbacks that are going to run two totally opposite plays. So this coming down from 9 to 7.5, and then you got a ton of injuries, right? Dobbins is out, OBJ is out, Marlon Humphreys is out, Marcus Williams is out. They're down 5 starters, I think. So, and then 2 on the offensive line. They're injured. It's a look-ahead game for them. They got a rival with the Browns next week. And I'll take it no matter who's quarterback, in Minshew or Richardson. I'm taking the 7.5. I like that the line came down a little bit, even though I missed out. I didn't play early, but I don't play early. I kind of follow the points, but I like the Colts plus 7.5.
Touchdown tone, big tone touchdown. I know you got
touchdown, 2020 touchdown. I got some plays for you. So my official plays, like I said, Falcons, New Orleans, Bills, Titans. Those are the sides that I like in those games. I've been telling you guys, you got to watch out for the players who matter and who haven't scored yet. I already told you I love Pitts. I already told you that I think he's going to be a big part of the offense and whatnot. But Waddle has not scored on one of the best offenses.
He's in concussion protocol. I don't know if you know that.
What's that?
He's in concussion protocol.
After that hit last week. Okay. Well, listen, we're going to keep an eye on that. If he's in the game, I'm going to play him. Jefferson, Chase, Michael Thomas, and those are all guys who are getting the ball over 7 targets a game for every single one of them, and none of them have scored yet. I'm going to end up parlaying them because they're going to be minus money. I'll put that shit out so you have it. But touchdown, Tony, touchdown. Thursday night play, Daniel Jones will run one into the end zone because I have a feeling he's going to be running for his fucking life. It's plus 230. We're going to take Daniel Jones.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I forgot how bad Micah Parsons destroyed their asshole.
He's going to be running.
Oh my God! No, I can't. I can't add a principle.
You're switching.
I can't. No, I can't add a principle. I can't. But I already hate the pick.
Running for his life.
Giants are going to lose by 52.
What's that?
They're going to lose by 52 points. The Giants tomorrow.
Dude, you better hope not.
The reason that they won, they had to fucking fight their balls off Sunday, is because they knew if we lose this game to Arizona and we got San Fran, and 0-3 teams don't make the playoffs. I think it's like 4% or like 8 teams did it since the 80s. So you don't want to start 0-3.
Listen, I just that's fair. I just think I really like the touchdown plays this week more than I like the side plays.
The board sucks.
Like I said, the Lions give up points. Pitts hasn't scored. Waddle concussion protocol, but you got Jefferson. He hasn't scored, but he's caught like 96 balls in 2 weeks. The guy's going to get in the fucking end zone. And you got Chase going against the Rams. So I think those guys get in the end zone. We got it's a tough fucking week. It really is.
It's a tough board. But you know what board is beautiful? And we'll close on this. I know it's an NFL show, but this college board, I woke up and saw it. And I stayed in bed for an extra 10 minutes to crank one out. Like, this board is fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, it is.
And it'd be a sin if I didn't give some plays on here. My college football play of the year, Clemson. Clemson +2. Fuck Florida State. Everyone's writing off Dabo and the boys. Florida State's national championship dreams and hopes die on Saturday in Death Valley. Give me Clemson +2. And then my play of the half year of the year, Notre Dame at home +3 against Ohio State. If Notre Dame doesn't win one game against a ranked opponent, they might have to sell the fucking school. They might have to cancel the football program. I think they got the better quarterback. I think they got the better team. Ohio State's overrated. Give me Notre Dame at home +3. I'll give it a tone. I know it's a curveball. If you have one, great. If not, we'll ship it over to Vic.
No, I have too many, actually. So what I would do is, okay, Tony Football loves Saturdays. We went 5-1 last Saturday. Like, we hit the Hawkinson touchdown on Thursday. Then we just rolled this shit right into Saturday, right into Sunday. We got our dick beaten a little bit on Monday, but it was a great day. That was a terrible push by New Orleans, by the way. I meant to say that on Monday. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about college football. Alabama. Everyone's writing them off. Vic, Mike, and I can tell.
No,
everyone's writing them off. They're this, they're that. I will be taking the 7, or I'll be laying the 7 or the 6.5, whatever I buy it to. They are going to beat the fucking piss out of this. And I'm telling you right now, another pick I like is I just forgot about it. That's how I'm doing. Am I doing any good? Oh, is UCLA over Utah. That's also going to happen. So,
is that game in Utah?
Yes, it is, and I'll be taking the 5 points.
Big ball, Tony. Holy shit!
I'll tell you the truth. Tomorrow's game in the Big Ten, Wisconsin, Purdue. I'm going to take Purdue +6. I think they're going to win outright at home.
Hate that.
I don't like that Wisconsin team at all. I think Purdue's a really good team. I think they're going to win outright.
Wisconsin covered for me last week. They changed some things in the second half last week that made me feel better about them because I've had them both weeks. One team that I really think is sneaky is Maryland. Maryland's going to be they're going into Michigan State. They're laying a big number, 7.5, 8 points. Maryland's another team I'm going to be playing. I'm on Maryland. I'm on Alabama. And I'm on UCLA. And how fucking dare you ask if we don't have any picks for Saturday? You're goddamn right we got picks for Saturday. Okay?
Too early to pick Saturday.
That's my wait, Nick. So you have one play. That's it.
Well, I'm definitely making Purdue to play because that's Friday's game. So I'm always looking.
So you have nothing.
I don't want to get honestly
ranked matchups, and you have one bet, and it's on fucking Thursday night.
Yeah, no, Friday. It's on Friday. Tomorrow's game's terrible. Coastal Carolina. Yeah, I'm nowhere near. I don't even want to give out a loser only because I gave out so many last week. But I will. I'm definitely playing Purdue Friday, and I'm not fucking settled on anything Saturday.
I love it. Well, that's going to wrap up this week's episode. Shout out to everyone in the chat. I think we had the most live viewers, tons of comments. Thank you guys so much. It means so much to me, Vic, and Tone that you guys stick around and hang out with us three idiots for almost an hour. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. Please subscribe as well.
Do it.
Leave a comment in the actual comment section with any games that you like. And if we like them, fuck it. We might even tell you. So thank you guys for tuning in. Come back next Wednesday, same time, same place. We love you guys.